I'm bored. I'm currently in a hallway of Venezuela because I have electricity in my apartment. My electricity runs fast down. I'm a victim of leeches. My mother had this leech, and because Gloria Risa was polyamorous, she wants to treat me like she's the bad stepsister from Cinderella. La tipa es una bruta. They persecuted Gloria Risa out of this planet for being polyamorous. Dame asco, because supposedly there was a picture of her married to him. They don't understand that polyamorous people get different marriages with the church, or sometimes a Catholic marriage here, a Jewish marriage there, in a different country with a different marriage license. Es una bruta, una menorita asquerosa. Es una puerca asquerosa. Ella se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mi vehículo, me roba mi dinero, and she gets in the way of me receiving money. This is innocent, this is a leech. Una basura asquerosa trying to rape me, trying to rape Jaden Kinglani after mine. Jaden's and Kinglani's generational wealth that I don't have any access to. Es una basura, she kills for dick and pussy. Es very dumb, very dumb. Esta otra basura. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo, que da un asco. Son una basura. They steal from me. They don't know what we receive money. They want to traffic my vagina to penis or vagina that they select. They can't do that for me. I've been saying that for decades already. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. I'm tagging the FBI in this postnatal Interpol, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Department of Homeland Security. In the United States, the International Criminal Court. You can decapitate me how many sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. Para darle dinero a ella. Dan un asco, son una basura, son una asquerosidad. I don't ever want that near me. They steal my homes, they steal my vehicles so I can't date. They're trying to control my reproductive rights. They're trying to control my vagina because they don't know how to compete in dating. They're disgusting. So they've been raping me for more than 30 years. My mother tried to arrange marriages for me with these leeches that I don't want in my life ever. So they stole my money to date them. They're disgusting. They're disgusting, so gross. Disgusting. They're wannabe socialites. Ew. So they steal my vehicles, they steal my homes, they pay this leak for the money they steal from me to pretend to be me, and she obliges and fool. She even confesses to it. Well, I was being Gloria Risa's home. She's like, here's where I was at your home, and he's gonna my birthday. They think that that's a badge of they're better than me. There's no such thing as better than me. I'm me. There's no better than me when it comes to me. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo, se ve de la leche. Que es una basura, una asquerosidad que se queda en mi casa sin permiso. Que me roba mi dinero. Dan un asco, gente, dan un asco, son una basura. Y decapitate Arlene Lorenzo, se ve, she's after my artwork that I paint. Dan un asco, gente. Dan un asco, son una basura. This goes beyond beyond basura. There's nothing else of another way to describe them. Yeah, they're disgusting. They're disgusting. For un asco. You can disability us. They go on introducing people to my sins. They're like, oh, you're the sister trying to carry me. It's so pretty, so confident. I can't be her. Dan un asco, gente, son una basura, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate any 7 years. Excuse me, I just burped. You can decapitate Bahamian citizens, the sons that rape me, that steal my money, and get in the way of your statement. They're disgusting. I don't ever want that near me. Ew, 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 ew. It is very bad. And I have made a mistake. I had a sub to be delivered to the library instead. I don't have any money. I don't have electricity in my apartment. This leech is trying to kill me. I don't know if he's pictured there. I can't recognize him. Sometimes tell them apart, but that leech always said to me that they're gonna traffic me into poverty and that I need to stay in my apartment crying in a corner until I defecate, eat in my own shit, and I die of starvation without water or food. Just because I refuse to have sex with them. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. You can decapitate me how many daughters and the sons that rape me to steal my money and get money. El tipo un puerco, he stole my money to date him and then he wants to rape me. Fue basura. Es una basura whiner crying. Poor me that I didn't get to rape me. Así suena gente. Buscando a quien le da pena. Y se lo mame full. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo, you can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Chavarro. They went on to lose my virginity for me with these leeches in my home without my permission to be there. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo, se cree que es mujer y no lo es, es una basura. You can decapitate me, Hamid Soros, and the sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. This leech gets in the way of me receiving money, trying to control, like, for me to be online all day, asking people to give me money, for her to control what I do or see what I do. If I run into this leech, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm so bored. I'm so bored. What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate everyone that caused my poverty, my anxiety, my depression, my poverty that's led to Jaden and only to be separated from me. You can decapitate everyone that's caused my anxiety, my depression, my poverty. What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Clarissa Cepeda. She gets in the way of me receiving money. Steals my money. Stays in my homes without my permission or steals my vehicles. You can decapitate whoever sent me this message as long as it's not Jaden Kiglani. As to abusing me, as to separate Jaden Kiglani from me. Most likely from the baggy gente, uno de ellos, una asquerosidad. Esto no es un esposo, esto es un fucking pendejo asqueroso. Ew, 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 ew. It could have also been a classmate. Either way, this is just a leech, una basura de persona speaking to me through my website, arlenelorenzoart.com. They plan to activate when it starts stitching again. They want to ruin my mental health, where I'll be like, I'll never stitch again. Who wants to take over arlenelorenzoart.com for me? And then use that as an excuse of like, ve, ella se dio el dinero de ellas de ustedes. No fue que yo me lo robé y que ustedes se lo robaron. Which are two separate issues. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? No money. What else? I'm so bored. I'm so bored. In the meantime, you can decapitate your Windows Cloud still staying as a king on these trials of harmony. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm sharing my GoFundMe campaign with people. What is there? You can decapitate la lich, Cara Cristina basura asquerosidad. Que se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mi dinero. She steals my vehicles and gets in the way of me receiving money. These dishes are so gross, I can't encourage someone to work. Para eso le pagan. Para eso le pagan. What else? What else? What else? What else? So that they won't be hoping that I kill myself. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm so bored. So bored. What else? This thing. What? This is so sad. So does nurse room deliver here? Possibly. I assume so because it delivers to Carmen. What else? 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 They're disgusting, these leeches. I don't ever want to talk to them. So ideally, I don't want to testify against them in court. So I'm hoping that these videos serve as documentation for the court to use against them for violating my rights, for stealing my money, for getting in the way of me receiving money. Dude, it's 2025. You're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. What else? What else? In the meantime, this is me really being patient. Oh, extremely tired and annoyed that they didn't come on here with me. Or that I can't visit didn't come on here as well. What else? 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 Anyways, I'm gonna eat a plátano loco next week. Let's go killing that last nigger. Self-defense for their parents. What else? 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 I'm so bored. I'm so bored. It's because I'm also on my phone. What else? 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 Who's gifting me money today? Who's gifting me money today? So slow. You can decapitate so many cortesías. The people no basura, no quiero ciudad. She stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicle, steals my money, and gets in the way of me receiving money. Da un asco estos tipos. son una asquerosidad. They stole my money so I couldn't date them decades ago, and then they went on to rape people. I've never been taken on a date. They're disgusting. They want an advantage of dating people over me. Es like una carrera de vela y tratando de llegar a la gente. Dan un asco. They don't understand that dating is situational and circumstantial. And there's compatibility involved. But these are sex addicts, so girls. So they kill for dick and pussy and for money so that they never run out of dick and pussy. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Son una basura, una asquerosidad. I want Tommy Cortez Rios to kill herself today. I want Miami Solis and his sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money to kill himself today. What else? 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 This is so slow. This is so slow. What else? What else? I'm just dating this money. Es like dan asco, gente. Dan un asco, son una basura. They confer behind the scenes how they're gonna rape me, how they're gonna trap me into marriage. They steal money from me. They're like, no, I'm gonna give you money today. No, no. And así están jodiendo la vida. And everyone's fed up with them. So before they just kill them already in self-defense or seek the death penalty for them. And I have to be patient for people to give me money. And because I'm quiet by nature, my dad's like, we have to sadly starve her so that she actually talks about the abuse towards her. Otherwise, it's gonna be like, I'm shopping. And I completed everything that I need to share today. Down to the image of those leeches that rape me. Ew. And then they tried to facilitate women raping. Those are women, they're just women. What else? 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 I'm so bored. I'm so bored. And hungry. I have money for food. I just ate a slice of bread with peanut butter on it, drank water, and then I ate a slice of bread. Anyways, que no voy a pasar por ir a Puerto Rico. Oh, yo no abro nalga ilegalmente. ¿Cómo hace esta gente? Dan un asco. El tipo es un puerco. Bueno, sé que es una basura, peor que un excremento. Una asquerosidad. The worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. Dan un asco, gente. Dan un asco. They think that they can toy with me because I didn't get a college degree. Have you heard those two? They're disgusting. They're like, see, that's why they stole my money even for food and terrorized my parents. They're like, has she completed a college degree? We can't starve her because that shows dedication and she wants a career. If she doesn't have a college degree, we can toy with her around. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Una basura, una asquerosidad. I don't ever want that near me. I want it dead right now. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You get decapitated. How many sort of citizens that rape me, that steal my money, and get in the way of me saving money? It's April 18, 2025. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm actually bored. I know Miss Kanani could be cooking dinner for myself today. Kanani right now. El tipo es un gaslighter que no one even shows up a desmente toda la basura que he possibly talks about me behind the scenes. O para que yo me entere, gente. Porque no one wastes my time like these leeches do. They're so disrespectful. They thought that they were gonna find a whole tribe of people like them, trying to rape me, trying to steal my money, stealing my money. For them to become sex addicts. So they use me, they steal my money, get in the way of me receiving money, they lie about me. They gaslight people, they intimidate people with the hopes that they find more pussy and penis for their penis, and then they start. Because they want that badge of honor for themselves, that they killed me. They're disgusting. Oof, it's a cuerpo. I had not thought about it in more than 20 years. And I'm appalled that I have to speak about him. Cuando eso no compone nada en mi vida. What else? I'm bored. I want to listen to music. I'm bored. You can accommodate Soto that tried to rape me when I was 15. You can accommodate Lorenzo that tried to rape me when I was 14. These leeches, if you don't give me pussy. Like, I'll take when I head over to the beach on Saturday. There's a new restaurant called restaurant. Las cavernas siempre están abiertas, people say. Las cavernas siempre están abiertas. El tipo es un puerco, un menorito asqueroso basura que me roba mi dinero. So siempre tienen una excusa. Una basura, I don't ever want him near me. I didn't even try to have sex with him. My mother had me up until the age of like 2, people say. As in Wonderless community where I use people's penises and vaginas as seats. So you are trampoline. And then at age 2, supposedly, I said it was you all, not me. And my parents said she's divorcing you all, people. She's divorcing you. Very in tune with my feelings. Then I kept seeing those leeches. I never thought it was a sons. As an older kid and telling my parents I was feeling full. They went on to arrange marriages for me with those leeches. They're 16. I wanted that marriage and I like that lady that is. What else? No me sirve ni para llevarme a comer, ni como comida, ni sustento. I'm very independent too. I like spending my time by myself. Having sex with myself. When I'm not doing the restaurant and running back to my apartment. I'm going to shop at internet.com right now. I need the keys to my apartment. I don't have money to replace them. What else? And I want pizza. Possibly from South Forest Pizza. Or what else? What else? Or I am a grocery. I want coffee. I want money. You can get it in person. Through PayPal. It's air in the sky. The sky. Straight to my heart. I mean, what is up, her? Shop INTNYIAFAY. I am tired of my GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo Austin. I miss Dana, I miss the money. Unfortunately, I come from a family of leeches for the most part that starve people and steal money from them, trying to make them se meten en mi casa, me roban mi vehículo. They're worse than hillbillies. They're so disgusting. They want my attention no matter what. You're pressuring Harasi to tell me that they're gonna give me a spanking now that I've had children. Miren, obvious. Son tan puerco y puercas. Ew.